Do you remember when mobile games used to look like this and this? Games like Angry Birds, where every fling of the bird felt satisfying, or the brilliant, elegant puzzles of Cut the Rope, a game you paid 99 cents for and was complete. All of these were from over a decade ago. Now look at your phone. We carry supercomputers in our pockets, yet the App Store is flooded with generic clones, endless $99.99 gem packs, and forced 30-second ads. Mobile gaming is a $92.6 billion giant, but it has no soul. Why did the most profitable part of the entire gaming industry actively choose to get worse? The reason isn't a shortage of ideas, it's a financial reality that destroyed quality game design. So, how did we get here? To understand the fall, you have to remember the rise. This isn't just a nostalgia trip, it's a developer's breakdown. We're going to look at the code, the mechanics, but more importantly, the business models that corrupted them. The golden era from around 2008 to 2012 was defined by a purity of purpose and accessibility. The App Store was a true digital frontier, a level playing field where a solo developer in their bedroom could compete with a small studio. The entire ecosystem ran on one dominant model: premium priced content. The math was beautifully simple. You charged a small one-time fee, anywhere from $1 to $5 for a complete polished product. Your incentive as a developer was perfectly aligned with the player's desire. Make a great game. But this healthy, straightforward system carried the seed of its own destruction. In 2009, Apple introduced a seemingly innocent feature: in-app purchases. Initially meant for legitimate expansions, it was the Trojan horse. For the first time, a developer's revenue was no longer tied to the initial quality of the game, but to the ongoing manipulation of the player inside it. The entire incentive structure was about to be flipped on its head. And then publishers discovered the whale. The creative boom died the moment they realized that focusing on a tiny minority of players who spent enormous amounts was infinitely more profitable than pleasing everyone. The data was undeniable. The old math was get 100 people to pay $1. The new math was get one person to pay $100. The entire industry pivoted from a B2C model to a B2 whale model. The design goal changed overnight. It was no longer maximize fun, it was maximize LTV, the lifetime value of a user. And this is achieved through two brutal psychological mechanics. First, engineered scarcity. Games are now deliberately designed with progression blockers, energy timers, limited lives, randomized loot boxes. These aren't challenges, they are paywalls disguised as gameplay. Their sole purpose is to manufacture frustration and impatience. Second, the sunk cost fallacy. Once a player has invested time or a small amount of money, they're more likely to spend more to avoid feeling like that investment was wasted. This is why games give you a free taste of a powerful item or currency, then suddenly make it impossible to progress without it. You're not paying to win, you're paying to not feel the pain of loss. This financial pivot didn't just change game design, it created a technical and creative stagnation. Why invest in innovation when psychological manipulation is cheaper and more profitable? The lowest common denominator. Developers won't invest in graphics that only the latest phones can run. They target the hundreds of millions using older or budget devices to maximize that all-important F2P install base. This is why a new mobile game's visuals are rarely an improvement over a game from 2015. Then came the final nail in the coffin: hyper-casual. This isn't game development, it's content manufacturing. Copy a successful mechanic, fill it with quick ads, generate revenue for a month, and discard it. These aren't games, they are ad delivery systems with a gameplay skin. This is the result. The market is now dominated by a few massive corporations capable of funding a brutal advertising war. A 2024 Sensor Tower report shows that 7 of the top 10 grossing mobile games are from just 3 companies: Tencent, Activision Blizzard, and Dream Games. Good ideas, without massive budgets, are simply invisible. Mobile games didn't stop evolving because of a lack of technology. They stopped evolving because the profit formula brutally and systematically rewarded frustration over fun. So, where does this leave us? The soul of mobile gaming wasn't stolen by some mysterious force. It was systematically dismantled by a business model that found more profit in our frustration than in our joy. But it doesn't have to be this way. We, as players, have more power than we think. We vote with our wallets, our attention, and our reviews. Support developers who make honest, complete games. Seek out the premium titles and the subscription services that respect your time. Be ruthlessly critical of games built on manipulative systems. The comeback of mobile gaming starts with us demanding better if you want to understand these forces shaping the games you play. To see more developer level breakdowns of the industry's biggest failures, hidden successes, and the business behind the code, then make sure you subscribe. We're just getting started. Now, I want to hear from you. What was the one classic mobile game you truly, genuinely miss? Let me know in the comments. Let's build a memorial for the games the industry accidentally or intentionally killed. Thanks for watching.